Two for the road, come along, let's go. From city lights to the mountain snow. Every mile's a story to be told with two for the road.
Welcome back to Two for the Road, and today we are speaking about 10 things that really grinds our gears in airports.
Flying can be very exciting. New places, new food, and even new tan lines, but it can also be a complete pain in the arse.
Especially when you encounter those passengers.
So today we're letting rip. Not literally, but we'll be talking about that later. 10 things that drive us up the wall when we fly.
And yes, if you've done any of these, we're judging you, but with love.
Love. Right. Queues. From check-in to passport control to getting on the plane to getting off the plane. It's basically one big queue. And by the time you get to your seat, you've actually done your 10,000 steps, all in zigzags.
Do you remember Calgary? We queued so long in customs, I genuinely was going to apply for Canadian citizenship because I thought it might speed things up.
And then there was Toronto, where the queue was so long, it was like we were lining up to see the Pope.
Number 2, people.
Yeah, people. If there's one thing I could erase about traveling, it would be people.
Which is very harsh. Like a bad supervillain in a movie.
I remember in Copenhagen, the departure lounge was filled up so much, I thought the whole of Denmark was there.
That day, that airport was brutal. Like, we couldn't even look at the departure board. It was like elbowing lads in a bloody mosh pit.
Number 3, people clapping when the plane lands. For God's sake, lads, what are you at? It's a pilot's job. You don't clap the postman for delivering your letters.
Go easy now a little bit. If it's if it's a disgruntled traveller, if it's not a good traveller, I kind of sympathise. But if it's the whole plane, come on.
Number 4, people who stand up straight away when the plane lands. The seatbelt sign goes off and they leap up like they've been shot from a cannon.
In New York, a man actually tried to climb over 2 rows to get ahead.
And then he stood there for 15 minutes till the doors opened.
Pointless.
Poetic justice.
Yeah, maybe so. 5, people farting on flights.
Yeah, we need to address this, lads. There's no escape. Right? The air just recirculates.
On a flight to Dubai, someone let one go so bad, I genuinely thought the cabin crew were going to call for an emergency landing.
I think they were scrambling for their hazmat suits.
Quite possibly.
It was stinky, I remember coming home. And there was a terrible stink from the fella beside me. I didn't know if it was him or reindeer jerky that he bought on board.
I would like to try rainbow jerky. Anyway, number 6, people queuing at boarding gates before the plane has even landed to take a return flight.
40 minutes before the gate even opens and people are lining up. Lads with their backsacks on their back and their eyeballs wild with excitement.
The boarding gate isn't even on the departure board yet. Lads queuing outside the gates. You book the seat, lads. Do you know what I mean? You're on. Like.
Yeah. 7, Ryanair announcements. You finally drift off and then we're selling lotto tickets, duty-free perfumes, hot paninis.
Scratch cards, lads. Anyone has won Ryanair scratch card, take a screenshot of it, leave it in the comments, and we'll give you a prize. How about that?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too convinced. It's like winning the Eurovision twice in a row.
They're the only airline that can wake you up more than a toddler with a drunk.
Yeah. Number 6, people who stop dead in arrivals, right? So you've got off the plane, you're moving towards the exits, you're smelling the fresh air, freedom is in sight, and then an idiot or a group of idiots stop, bang, and you hit them. It's like, what the hell?
But there's nothing to look at, like. The signs are massive. Keep moving, lads. You know, or if you're going to stand, just step to the right or left. Don't be in the lane way, like.
Yeah, I'll run you over at me duty-free Toblerone. Security delays, security queues. Right, like this really gets on my nerves. It's like the people in front of you, they get to the security and they haven't taken the liquids out of their bags. Absolutely, really annoys me.
And then they look so shocked, despite the fact that there was like 2,700,000 signs and notices about fluids, about all that crack. And they still bring it and try. I just don't get it, really, honest to God.
Me neither. 10, people who take their shoes off on the plane. Like, lads, this is not your living room. Keep them on.
On a flight to New York once, the guy in front of me took off his shoes, his socks, crossed his bare feet, and put them up on the armrest. And fell off asleep. My God.
It wasn't a holiday. That was a hostage situation for our noses. So anyway, lads, those are our top 10 flying annoyances.
If you've done any of these, you owe the person beside you an apology. Or maybe even in the case of the guy from New York, send a can.
and share your own flight horror stories in the comments and tell us if you've actually won on those Ryanair scratch
We'll give you a
cards.
prize.
Yeah,
100%.
honestly. Yeah. Might be anything big. It'll be a snack out of my bag or something, but we'll give you something.
Anyway, safe travels. Please, for the love of all things holy,
Keep your shoes on. And if you got to laugh out of this, hit the button so more poor souls can avoid these travel crimes.
She means the like button. Hit the like button, subscribe to Two for the Road, hit the notification button, all that jazz. I know we're years behind in this whole YouTube thing, but let's get it going. Let's get us up there. Thanks so much for your support, your subscription so far. Subscribe.
And we're off to pack. And by pack, I mean argue about who's going to bring the travel adapter.
I bring it, Nicola. I bring it because you're going to bring snacks.
Yeah, only if you don't rob them on me this time.
I can't make any promises.
Slán for now.
Two for the road, come along, let's go. From city lights to the mountain snow. Every mile's a story to be told with two for the road.